Hello friends, many of us hold gold for a long period. Since from the ancestral days, great grandma to grandma, grandma to mother, mother to your wife, this is the Hindu tradition being carried out. But we are not that way confident as to few questions. What happens if these golds are sold? What would be its tax impact? Suppose if the gold is procured from exempted income, will there be any impact? If the gold is purchased from undisclosed income, what would be its impact? In case there is a search operation by DRI or CBI or by the income tax department, are you entitled to retain some amount of gold during the search proceedings? There are many questions, and that is why we have come out with this video. This is a very untold story of the gold, which we would like to disclose. So let us summarize two most important questions. What would happen if the gold is procured from disclosed income, undisclosed income, or exempted income? Second question, in case there is any search operations by the DRI or ED or income tax department, whether entire gold is liable to be confiscated? If not, how much gold can be exempted from the purview of seizure? These are two very important questions. And third would be, what would happen if you sell those golds? Whether there is any tax liability or not. If there is any tax liability, how would you handle this issue? So these are the three pertinent questions with regard to gold. Previously, we had come out with a video explaining what are the checklist you will follow to buy gold, so that you are not let down by others. But this deliberation will be basically to explain you the tax laws pertaining to gold. Point number one. According to the Central Board of Direct Taxes, they govern the income tax law of the country. If the gold is procured from disclosed income, disclosed income means the income which suffered taxation. You have disclosed in your income tax return. If gold is purchased from the disclosed income or exempted income, there are certain incomes which are exempted from the purview of taxation. Which are those incomes? Agricultural income. You know, in our country, agriculture income is an income but not liable to pay any income tax. So therefore, please ascertain whether the gold has been procured from disclosed income or from exempted income. If the answer is yes, then you can buy gold to any amount. There is no restriction. There will be a GST to the extent of 3%. Please hold the cash memo showing payment of GST, and you must disclose it as an asset in your income tax return. Now, during such operations, if gold is found either in the form of bar or in the form of jewelry, how it is really handled by the taxation department? Now, there is some exemption. If there is a married woman, 500 grams of gold is permitted to be retained. If there is unmarried woman, 250 grams of gold will not come under search proceedings or seizure. And for each male members, it is 100 grams. Total male members in the whole family. So therefore, married woman can hold up to 500 grams of gold. Unmarried woman can hold gold to the extent of 250 grams, and the male members in the whole family is restricted to hold only 100 grams. This is the rule under the income tax department when there is any search proceedings or seizure proceedings. Now, legitimate holding of jewelry, there is no restrictions. It means there is no limit, that there is no limit on storing gold as long as it bought through explained sources of income, which we have already explained. Therefore, while buying gold, you pay 3%. There is no restrictions on any limit of buying gold. There is no restrictions on buying gold from disclosed income or exempted income. Problem comes when gold is acquired through unexplained sources, and that is liable to be seized during search proceedings, subject to certain exemptions which we have already explained. Now, many people feel that holding of gold in physical format is a little difficult. Why? Gold has to be kept properly. That has a cost. There is a cost for locker. There is a cost for insurance. Then logistic. So instead of holding gold in physical format, many people feel, and government is also trying to push, that they buy sovereign gold bonds at a specific price. So you are not holding gold in physical format, but in a demat format, which you can always encash, get the money and buy the physical gold. So therefore you have no problem of logistic, no problem of storing, etc., etc. Now the question is that, is there any tax impact on sovereign gold bonds? Answer is yes. What is the tax impact? Under which group? It will come under capital gains. Whether it will be long-term capital or short-term capital depends on the holding period. If you sell the gold within 3 years of purchasing it, whether it is physical gold or bond, then the gain is added to the income and taxed as per applicable tax slab. In case of selling sovereign gold bonds, the gains will be added to your income at the rate of 20% with indexation and 10% without indexation. And also, very important thing to note, that if you hold the gold bond till maturity, no tax will be levied on the gains if the bond is held till maturity. So therefore, if we summarize, the thing is that you can always procure gold through your disclosed income or exempted income. Exempted income means income which is not liable to tax. There is no limit and there is no notifications, return, etc. Only tax return, your assets, liabilities should be properly shown to the department. If you have gold without any explanation of its sources of income, then certainly it will be subject to tax, confiscations, etc. If you want to sell the gold after holding it for a period of 3 years, then the income arising from the sale of gold, that is in physical format, will be subject to long-term capital gains, and as you know, with indexation, the rate of tax on long-term capital gain will be 20%. Same income tax rule will apply when you hold the sovereign gold bond instead of in physical format. So, if you sell it after 3 years, long-term capital gain tax will apply. If you sell the sovereign gold bond before 3 years, short-term capital gain will apply, full rate of tax will apply. So, these are the basic legal issues pertaining to gold buy or gold sold. I would like to take the opportunity to explain one more item which is known as Stridhon property. This is in the Hindu Succession Act. Stri means female, Dhon means wealth. This wealth is considered to be a part of the female people, and that is why in Hindu Succession Act these assets are considered as Stridhon property. Which are those? All movable and immovable assets received by lady before her marriage or even after marriage, whatever she gets in the form of gift, presentations, compliments, these are all considered as stridhon. And as an income tax consultant, my advice will always be to have some document of the stridhon. That means whenever a girl before marriage or after marriage gets any gift, presentations, souvenirs, ornaments, movable assets, immovable assets, everything should be noted and recorded and witnessed by at least two persons. Stridhon property has a specific status in the whole country and also before the honorable courts. So therefore, all female taxpayers or even non-taxpayers are entitled to hold their stridhon. It could be in the format of jewelry, it could be in the format of other assets also. It could be even dwelling house, building, commercial property, whatever she gets as a gift before and after marriage, all this will be considered as a stridhon property and it should be properly documented to show these are all gifts, presentations, compliments received by a girl before or after her marriage. Friends, with this I will conclude my total deliberation not only on gold but also on stridhon property, which is very, very important for Hindu religion people. Thank you very much. As usual, please subscribe our channel to get similar type of notifications and deliberations from our end from time to time. Thank you.